Welcome to the 401k Chronicles with Matthew.Knight. This series breaks down 401k retirement plans for both employers and employees. Each episode covers everything from basics to advanced strategies with expert interviews and relatable stories. Join Matthew to learn how to take control of your retirement savings and build your future.
I'm here today with my friend Matthew. He's an advisor with Cetera Investors, a 401k specialist, and we're here to ask him a few questions today. Matthew, an advisor plays a very key role, especially in these small to mid-sized plans. How do you differentiate yourself and make the client aware of everything that's available to them?
Good. Thank you, Randy. Pleasure to be talking to you. One way I would answer this, I'll answer it in two parts. So startup plans and then plans that are already up and running for, let's say, 2 to 5 years that have already been in existence. You know, when I'm talking to a business owner or an executive team for the first time, they want to start up a plan. It's a first phone call, relatively simple. We'll go through business structure, C Corp, LLC, S Corp, even a sole proprietorship. We'll go through business structure. We'll talk about annual revenues and cash flows for the business. We'll talk about employee headcount, who would be eligible under IRS criteria, typically age 21 and 1,000 hours of service to determine who's full-time, eligible, part-time, not eligible, or long-term part-time, which is a new feature of Secure Act 2.0, the long-term part-time employee. So that's sort of a new thing and a good thing, I think. So we'll go over those features. We'll talk about cash flows for the business. So the revenue question is going to come down to whether or not the sponsor can afford the match. If the plan is tilted for the employee, then we'll talk about what type of match on funds is going to be affordable. We'll go through platform costs. We'll introduce independent administration or third-party administration. We'll talk about writing rules for the plan, where you come in and write the document for the plan that governs how the plan runs. So that's for a startup plan. Sort of a high-level talk to give the sponsor something to expect. And okay, so when it comes to an established plan, it's sort of a different set of questions, but it's tied to the first set for a startup. Basically, is what you set out to do actually happening? So is the plan failing on compliance? Is there a history of corrective distributions where maybe you don't have the highly comped employees matched with the other section of the workforce and you're failing compliance tests? Are the participants getting education? Are they engaged? Do they have a roadmap to retirement? That's a big gap I come across in established plans, is that people say, I don't know, I didn't know we had an advisor on the plan. I have no one to talk to when I have a question. And it becomes a problem. Another thing I often see, fund performance. How's the fund lineup going? Is there a self-directed brokerage window? So we're looking for ways to enhance or build on what's already been done or come in and fix a problem when it comes to established plans. So it's a different question set, but they're all trying to get to the same goal in the end. We want to satisfy the needs of the employer and then the employee as well.
Nice.